Welcome back, everybody. Today we got to work on tire chains. Man, I get more comments about that than I would say anything else. I mean, the Amish video gets a lot of comments because people think them are Mennonite. No. And they're not using electricity. Like, okay, just stop. None of you guys that watch us are making those comments. Anyways, I get comments. So whenever there's like an inch of snow, where's your tire chains? In some places they use them year round. I understand all that. That's for different purposes. That's not where we live. Okay, but every now and then we run into a situation where it's like, okay, we need tire chains. We're going to run into that situation here on our next job. So Mike had told me today, John, you need to get tire chains rounded up. So I'm out doing that, trying to get ahead of the game. It's kind of nice because it warmed up the last today and yesterday a little bit, and kind of gave me a little bit of reprieve to find these, which obviously these are pretty easy to find. We've had them in the years past. We put them out back, and then the snow kind of drifted over them and you couldn't find them. And you're digging around for hours trying to find them. So we got to get in the loader, and I got to start picking through these. So to pick through them, here's what you got to do. We got two skidders with 35.5 tires on them, two skidders with 30.5 tires on them, and two bunchers with 30.5 tires on them. I'm just talking out loud right now, kind of what we need to do. And as I'm telling you guys, I'm realizing that we're going to be short a set of chains, I believe, for the second wheeled buncher. So last year, we did some chains on some stuff, and we got kind of in a pickle. And I've looked all over this morning, and here's our problem. Like, there's a set of the 35.5 chains right there, I do believe. I think there's two in that pile. And then the rest of these are 30.5s. But here's the problem: is I'm missing the other set of that 5/8 chain. That's a 5/8. Is that 5/8 or is that 3/4? That might be 3/4. Yeah, that's 3/4. I'm missing the matching set to that one. We ran into this problem last year. That's why I wanted to look around this morning and try to figure out where is the other set to that, because that's what goes on Adam's buncher, the main cutter guy there. It goes on his cutter. He liked those heavier ones. They're a nice set of chains, but I don't find the other set. And I remember we put one of these on there last year, and then it kind of messed up the skidders situation. So these are Babic chains. Those are two. Honestly, really happy with how those turned out. Those, we use them. They're not like a heavy duty aggressive as much as like the Bear Claw stuff. The Bear Claw, they're getting wore out. I think we can get another year out of them, but we're not going to get a whole lot more than that. When you start looking at this right here, that's not going to hold on for a whole lot longer. And it's like that everywhere you look. I know we had some problems with a couple of them breaking last year. Keeping them tight's the important part. It's not the fun part. But if you get them tight, they'll stay tight. So that's what we're working on. That's what I'm working on today. Is I just went up to the shop when I put the little skid steer away, and I scraped off the cement. Don't that look pretty? I scraped off all the cement so I can set these tire chains up there, go over them, see what clevises we need, and everything like that. So back here, these chains, I think I'll dig them out and look at them just to make sure. But these ones back here were complete junk. See, I'm trying to remember. I need to dig through them because there might be a good set in there. But I can tell you right now that set right there is complete junk. My first week here, that might be a good set of Babic chains. Might be. My first winter here, literally might have been my first day or 2 days, we got a shipment of chains that came in for the skidders, and they were from China, and they come in a crate, and they lasted a couple weeks, and the steel was breaking on all the links, and it was a complete mess. We threw them off, so we'll never use them again. And then you kind of go over, we had some change up down here to the shop, and they brought them back out the next year, and I'm like, listen, that we're wasting our time. So then we got the Babics, and those held together real good. Real happy with those. The problem is we get more skidders and more wheeled bunchers, our chains getting used up quick. So like when we got the 545, that come with a complete set of the Bear Claws. Now we're having to split it up for two machines. We run them in the front, A lot of people freak out because you run them in the front. Don't like to run them in the back. I've just heard horror stories about snapping axles. The front, they get good gription. They'll keep you where you want to go, but yet you can still slip a wheel and not snap anything. In the back, with the weight of the bundle and so on, you can snap an axle easier. Now, the situation is, I might not, somebody else might not, but you have different operators in every machine. I'm not saying that we have any bad operators. Not saying that at all. Experienced makes a big difference. Some of them might be experienced more than others. And locking an axle in and slipping a wheel and it catching on something, bad things can happen. So we usually don't put them on the back. Last year we did, if you remember correctly. We had to climb one giant hill, and that was the only way we get up it. But that worked out fine. But I'm going to get in this. We'll dig them out, and then we'll go over what we got. I think we're going to need a bunch of clevises because you lose them every year, and they break, and some don't come off. You got to cut them off. So anyways, here we go. Just got most of them up here. Now I need to sort through what we have and what we don't have. I think, yeah, I did. I think that's 3/4. And I found the other 3/4. So that's the set with that one. The question is there's 2 bear claws here. That's the thing I'm screwed up on. One there, there's 2 here. And then this set here, trying to look and figure it out. That's a good set. I think these are that's a good set. Yeah. So I'll be back here in a minute and after I get stuff sorted all out. Oh, missed. So I went through and figured them out. That one's junk. Those 2 are junk. That bear claw will go with that bear claw over there. These 2 are stuck together. You can't get them apart. They're in love or something. I don't know. I gave up on trying to pull them apart, but I know there's a set there. 2 of them. So Billy's helping me get the chains organized. All the chains are sorted out, nice and simple for everybody. That way when somebody calls and said we need chains for this skidder or 257 or 274 or whatever numbers they are. There's a skidder set there. Skidder set there. 30.5s. 35.5s there. That's we'll probably use that for a buncher, probably the best bet. Put them on the 573C that Gary runs. And then that one is for the 573C that Adam runs, and that's for the other 535 machine. But we need clevises, so I forgot to talk to Rob, get us some coming, because we need some big ones. Gotta have big ones for this one. And those 2 pair there, and that one. Smaller ones for that one. I forgot we gotta get those coming. So it is the next day. That's why there's no snow on the ground. But we got them sorted out. Billy helped me. Thanks, Billy. That way we can, if somebody calls and we need tire chains, throw them on a low boy or whatever we got to do, every set's organized. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, baby. Just keep rolling. That's tire chains. There you guys, all you guys can be happy now because you're all freaking out because we don't run tire chains. Unbelievable. Unreal.